Chapter 1. Dark Night. The drunk man and the girl. It was past 2 in the morning. Lan had just left her last client for the night. Instead of heading straight back to her rented room, she stopped by a street food stall for a bowl of noodles. It was bitterly cold, and at this hour, taxis were rare. Even if there were any, she wouldn't take one. 20 yuan was too much to waste. And so, she walked 40 minutes in silence, in the cold. The wind bit into her coat. She blew into her hands, rubbed them together, and shoved them back into her pockets. The dry, sharp cold of winter cut into her bones. There wasn't even snow or wind, just still, biting air. Nights like this reminded her just how alone she was. Business had been awful, only to customers the entire day. Worse yet, one was caught by his pregnant wife. Lan hadn't even collected her money. The image of the crying woman, clinging to her unfaithful husband, had made her flee. She didn't know why she cared so much. Maybe she was just a fool. No one cared when she had to walk home alone, shivering in the middle of the night. The streets grew quieter as she passed the market. Her apartment was in the slums, a maze of illegal buildings and cheap rentals, mostly occupied by migrant workers like herself. The rent was low, about 100 yuan a month. That's what made it livable. At the overpass, she paused. Traffic was light, but she still chose the stairs. Cautiousness was her habit. Her life might not be worth much to others, but to her, it was everything. At the top of the stairs, a tall shadow stood still. She stopped, heart pounding, then realized it was a man. Thin, holding a bottle, drinking. The reek of alcohol hit her like a slap. He didn't even look at her. Her eyes swept over him briefly. His suit, though wrinkled, was clearly expensive. That cloth, those seams. He had money. 50 yuan was all she'd made today. A waste of a day. But this man, without thinking, the words slipped out. Hey handsome, need some company tonight? He didn't answer, just drank. She shrugged and kept walking. She'd seen men like this before, brooding, drunk, uninterested. Then came his voice, low, rough. How much? Lan stopped in surprise, turned back. 200, she said boldly, up front. That was high. Normally, she charged 50 at most. But tonight, she saw an opportunity and she took it. He looked her up and down with disdain, pulled out 2 red banknotes and tossed them at her feet. Lan didn't care about his contempt. She picked up the bills, checked they were real, and smiled sweetly. Your place or a hotel? He didn't reply, just started walking. She hurried to follow, but instead of leading her home, he suddenly grabbed her and pulled her into a dark corner beneath the bridge. He yanked up her skirt. She gasped, trying to push him away, but he pinned her against the icy wall. She bit her lip and endured it barely. When he finished, he adjusted his clothes and walked off without a word. Her legs shook. She pressed herself against the wall for balance, holding her purse close, trying not to cry. She wasn't new to this work, but not like this. Never like this. The streets were dead quiet as she neared home. Her neighborhood was hidden behind glowing office buildings and fancy hotels. The back hill was dotted with rundown, cramped rooms. Her unit was halfway up. 10 minutes of stairs. Her legs ached just thinking about it. Lan leaned against the wall to rest. Her entire income this month was less than 3,000 yuan. After rent, food, and sending money home, she had about 500 left. Better than nothing. She was the eldest of 6, from a remote village. Her parents worked themselves sick in the fields trying to feed all the mouths. She left school young, came to the city to earn money, hoping to support her siblings, maybe save up a dowry. Once, she had dreamed of college. Now, her dreams seemed laughable. Then she heard crying. In a narrow alley, several teenage boys were assaulting a girl, tearing her clothes. She screamed and kicked, but no one came to help. Lan froze. This wasn't new. In a place like this, fights, thefts, drugs, even rape, they happened all the time. No one cared. No one helped. But when the girl locked eyes with her and screamed, "Help me, please," something broke inside her. Lan stepped forward. The boys laughed when they saw her. Well, if it isn't Big Sister Lan, one smirked. How's business tonight? She smiled sweetly, hiding her disgust. Don't joke with your big sis, boys. Let me pass. I'm too tired to play. They laughed, but let her through, brushing against her crudely. She played along, acting annoyed, but not angry. The girl had stopped begging. She must have thought Lan was one of them. Lan kept walking. Then came a slap, a loud crack. One of the boys had been bitten, and now he was furious. He grabbed the girl by the hair, slammed her head into the wall. Lan stopped. Her hands clenched. If anyone had helped her back then, maybe she wouldn't be who she was now. She turned back. "Hey," she shouted. "You kids trying to kill her or what?" The boys sneered. One pulled a knife. Lan didn't flinch. "Come on. You think the cops won't come if someone dies here?" They hesitated. She pressed on. "I can make her cooperate, boys. Want me to show you?" Their leader, a teen called Lang, agreed, curious. Lan knelt beside the girl. She whispered, "Play along. Trust me." The girl spat in her face. Without warning, Lan slapped her, hard. The boys laughed. Lan pressed her bleeding hand against the girl's forehead, wound. The blood smeared. "You don't behave. I'll carve a flower on your face," she hissed, picking up the knife. Then she cried out suddenly, dropping the blade. "Ah, my blood. I'm bleeding." One boy stepped back. Lang looked uneasy. Another whispered in his ear. Lang's face went pale. You've got AIDS," he yelled. He kicked Lan hard, sending her to the ground. "You diseased whore. Don't touch us." The others panicked. They'd heard the rumors. Lan didn't deny them. "I didn't touch her much. It's not easy to catch," she stammered. "I'll make it up to you. Free for a month. Okay? Get away from me," Lang shouted. And just like that, they ran. All of them. Gone. Lan leaned against the wall, chuckling. The rumor had started months ago when a jealous coworker misunderstood a doctor visit. The lie had spread fast. And in this slum, being known as infected was a blessing in disguise. The pimps left her alone. The enforcers stopped asking for money. No one dared touch her. Then she noticed the girl quiet. Too quiet. She had picked up the knife. Lan rushed over, slapped her again. "You trying to die now? After all that?" The girl broke down. "If I have AIDS now, what's the point in living?" Lan blinked. "So that's why." She sighed and softened her tone. "Come with me. Just rest. Don't sit here waiting for those bastards to come back." The girl nodded, trembling. Lan's room was tiny, a 10-square-meter box with no kitchen, no bathroom. Just a thin curtain dividing the bed from a makeshift cooking area. The girl looked hesitant. "This is where you live?" she asked. "Yes," Lan replied, lighting a stove to boil water. "If you're cold, come in. Don't stand there like a ghost." The girl entered slowly. Lan ignored her. "Do you really have that disease?" the girl finally asked. Lan didn't respond. "What do you do for work?" Lan scoffed, still silent. "What time is it?" Lan snapped. "Can you shut up for 5 minutes?" The girl recoiled in fear. Lan grumbled, boiled water for washing, then went to sleep without another word. When she woke up, it was noon. Her waist throbbed from the earlier kick. The girl was gone. Lan wasn't surprised. She didn't need thanks. She wasn't a hero. But she smiled anyway, brushing her hair, muttering curses about the punk named Lang. As for the AIDS rumor, let them believe it. It had saved her life last night. See you next chapter.